Governor Alex Oti has made a case for the establishment of agricultural ventures across Nigeria as a panacea to food insecurity, while underscoring the need for all to embrace agriculture for sufficiency. Oti highlighted that a whopping 7.8 trillion naira was spent by the Nigerian government on food imports over the past 6 years, reports our correspondent. Oti made a call during a capacity building training program for the first batch of 300 candidates selected for agricultural training at the CSS Global Integrated Farm, Nasarawa State. The governor emphasized the role of agriculture in not only addressing issues of food security, but also in curbing unemployment and fostering the socio-economic stability. Now let's go over to our guest for today. Our guest for today is a financial analyst of repute. He has been on our platform previously, and his inputs are not taken for granted. Our guest today is none other than Abie Charles Daminabo. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure having you on our platform once again. With the agricultural revolution that Oti is suggesting about, and the input that he has made, training some people, even as far back as Nasarawa State, training 300 people, and the country losing 7.8 trillion naira in agricultural imports. How does that reflect on the green, white, green of the flag of Nigeria? That is green for agriculture, white for peace. How can we have green as a color and still import 7.8 trillion naira worth of goods and agricultural produce from outside the country?
Okay. This is not the first time Nigeria have tried to have food sustainability. During Obasanjo's time, there were policies and programs that came up for to improve and have Nigeria to get to a stage whereby to be independent. But as it is, Nigeria have not been able to, enjoy self-sufficiency in their food production.
Why has this been, please? Why haven't Nigeria, with the arable land we have, and the successive governments with the input that they have made, not been able to break us free from dependence on food imports for our survival?
First, security.
Security.
During the Obasanjo's administration and that of Goodluck Jonathan, Nigerians suffered a lot of insurgencies and all that, and flooding. And Nigeria have not really shown any good political will to improve on the matter, other than going to news. We have over the years imported food from neighboring countries abroad, and our local production have not been able to compete, with the influx of goods, all over the world, from China, neighboring countries and all that. So we can't compete. I think it was the Buhari's administration that actually put a ban on all this, and it actually improved the index. The sale index of our locally produced food increased, drastically. But that wasn't enough because of the insecurity challenges Nigeria is having. It wasn't enough.
Let us say that somehow you got an appointment as a special advisor to the president on agricultural matters. What do you think? What advice, just one advice, the first advice are you going to give to the president concerning the 7.8 trillion naira that has been spent on imports, on food imports? Tell the president the first thing to do as a special advisor.
Like I said, first, the political will. Alex Oti, I think he's in the right channel. I will follow his module, first education. Because even though we produce food, Nigeria have not gotten to the stage of mechanized farming. So even though we have vast land, you understand, we don't have the know-how, we don't have the facilities to improve on the production of food in Nigeria, so much so that will be sufficient for the citizens.
Oh, nice. I take your word for it. I take your word for it. Now let's go into the second story for today. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has issued a strong warning to foreign missions operating in Nigeria, prohibiting them from conducting transactions in foreign currencies and requiring them to use the Naira for financial activities. Furthermore, the EFCC has instructed Nigerian foreign missions located abroad to accept the Naira for their financial operations. The EFCC said that this decision becomes necessary to combat the dollarization of the Nigerian economy and the devaluation of the Naira. Let's stop from there and get your viewpoints concerning the comments made and the orders given by the EFCC to foreign missions of other countries in Nigeria and also Nigerian foreign missions abroad to make sure that the Naira is the standard of exchange in financial transactions. You have an input towards this?
Yeah, the EFCC have taken a good step, a drastic one at that. It is not so much of the law that we have that is a problem, but enforcement. Now, in this administration, I think there is a will by the executive to actually enforce these laws in a way that will help the country's economy. What gave EFCC the impetus to give that strong warning to all foreign missions was the Constitution. I think the CBN Act, CBN Act, I think that should be Section 20, subsection 1, that says that designate any currency issued by the Apex Bank. You understand? Should be the only legal tender used in the country. You know, for its face value and for the payment of any amount. You know.
Yes.
So I think that has given impetus to the EFCC to give that executive order and warning for those who are sabotaging the economy to desist from it.
Will it be this, giving orders just part one? Part two is enforcing these orders and also being able to punish those that go against those orders. Does the Nigerian government, headed by the EFCC in this particular matter, have the teeth it takes to be able to enforce this law?
Yes, they have. Look at the case of that of Yahaya Bello, right? The governor of previous governor of Kogi State, when he paid about $700-something thousand to a school, a United Kingdom school, right?
Yes. Yes.
And that should be for his children's school fees. They were taking money in dollars and operating in Nigeria. That was sad. That was against the law.
Yes.
And the EFCC wrote to the school and was able to recover that money.
Good.
Because they should have known the law that transactions within this country should not be done in other currency other than the Nigerian currencies. They were aware. So therefore, they forfeited that amount to the EFCC. The EFCC so far have demonstrated strength in the fight against corruption in Nigeria. I'm not saying Yahaya Bello is corrupt or something, but I am saying that they are doing something, other than talking. And the effect of their work, I think it is showing, and we are seeing that there is an improvement in the way finance is handled. Oh, even in the CBN, I think about 60 directors have been fired.
Oh, good.
So this administration, I think they're on track.
So Lukoyede is going to deliver on this mandate.
Yes. So we are looking, at some point, we will be able, the end justifies the means.
Definitely. All right, let's take this time to go to the last story that we have here with us. The Nigerian Customs Service at Damawa Taraba Area Command has said that it intercepted 12,435 liters of premium motor spirit petrol worth 10.8 million naira being illegally exported to Cameroon. In a statement on Saturday, the command said that the PMS was intercepted within 2 weeks. The command added in a statement that the product was packed in 491 jerrycans, 25 liters each, and 8 jerrycans, 20 liters each. The customs area controller in charge of the command, Garba Bashir, explained that the PMS was intercepted along other means of conveyance. CSC said that no suspect was arrested, that the perpetrators abandoned the items and absconded in an attempt to avoid arrest. Bashir added that the seizures of the items were in line with sections 150 and 248 of the Nigerian Customs Service Act 2023, and considered the fact that the command's territorial borders are officially closed. Said that the petrol has been auctioned due to its inflammable nature. Yes, we have been talking to Mr. Charles Daminabo, and in this, concerning this exportation, or should I call it illegal exportation of our petroleum resources, what is it that persists about this illegal route that has not been curtailed up till now, even by the Nigerian Customs Service? Look at what they got in one fell swoop, and what might have been passing through these channels all the while, and we are complaining that we do not have enough resources. Do you have an input concerning these actions that we just passed through?
The act that were perpetrated by those individuals amounts to economic sabotage.
Definitely.
You know, taking PMS that should be distributed in this country,
exactly,
outside the country for personal gain. I think this has lingered for so long, especially when during the subsidy regime, because the cost of PMS, when subsidized here in Nigeria, is often not sold in Nigeria, even though subsidized for the citizenry. It is taken out, you know, to neighboring countries, you know, to maximize profit.
To maximize profit.
You have taken
at our expense.
Yes. Our government have subsidized this thing to better the lives of Nigerians, and people are taking it, instead of to distribute it in Nigeria, it's taken out. Now, after the subsidy regime, this sabotage still go on, because Nigeria, give it or take it or leave it, we enjoy better rates in the cost of PMS and all that than most of our neighboring countries. So when these products are taken or illegally refined in this country at a cheaper rate, it is taken out to be sold as a maximized profit. So they stand to gain a lot in this, and that is why it has been lingering, even though the custom have been trying to curb this problem for a while.
Oh, thank you for that input. And with that, we come to the conclusion and a wrap on this segment of ATN Business. We've been talking with our guest, Dr. Abie Charles Daminabo, and we believe that on the next episode, we'll have much more time to be able to iron out very, very stringent issues that are bothering our country. But I want to tell you, thank you for making it a day with us today. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
And from myself, Raymond Ken Mbata, we are still open for advert placements, bookings, and commercials. Stay connected on our ATN socials, Facebook and YouTube, Atlantic Television Network, on Instagram and TikTok, Atlantic TV Network 1. On X, formerly Twitter, is on Atlantic TV Net, and watch us live on our website, www.atlanticnetwork.tv. Peace and unity are the pathways to progress. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for ATN Politics next.